On September 3, 1838, a young enslaved man named Frederick Douglass broke free and went on to become a passionate public speaker against slavery. Many were shocked to hear a formerly enslaved man speak with such eloquence as abolitionist Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass came of age as the abolition movement reached its peak. More and more people who opposed slavery were speaking out and choosing to be active participants in history. Before, during, and after the Civil War, Frederick Douglass risked physical attack and even death, speaking out against slavery and calling for racial equality. At a lecture in Pendleton, Indiana in 1843, he was chased and beaten by a mob, his hand badly broken. But Douglass could not be stopped. He said, "I prefer to be true to myself, even at the hazard of incurring the ridicule of others, rather than to be false and incur my own abhorrence." Why did Frederick Douglass have so many enemies? Many people at the time thought that slaves lacked the intelligence to be free and treated equally. But Douglass was a walking contradiction to that racist belief. Frederick Douglass was born into slavery in Maryland, where law prohibited him from learning to read. But beginning at about age 12, he secretly learned to read and write. At the age of 20, he made his daring escape from Maryland, disguised as a sailor. With no money or family, he had to make his way with the help of just a few abolitionist contacts. Just 7 years later, his autobiography, Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave, was published. His account of slavery's brutality opened many eyes. Douglass went on to publish an abolitionist newspaper, the North Star, in Rochester, New York, write more books, travel abroad on speaking tours, and even advise President Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War. Radical abolitionists called for an immediate end to slavery, but Douglass thought that the radical message of the immediatists was too narrow to persuade many Americans. He focused his efforts on prohibiting slavery in new territories. Douglass was also a vocal supporter of women's rights and the only African American to attend the first Women's Rights Convention in Seneca Falls. Such a dazzling career and incredible life is best summed up by the man who lived it. Be faithful, be vigilant, be untiring in your efforts to break every yoke, and let the oppressed go free. Come what may, cost what it may.